right, so we're going to talk to Kevin Greb, and we're talking to Kevin and one other guy, too. Who's with you, Kevin?
Dan Kaufman, my co-founder of Waco Tactical Fitness.
Excellent, and we're going to talk to you about the WTF biathlon. So talk a little bit about what WTF is, the WTF biathlon.
Yeah, so we found a need to raise some money for youth shooting sports. So Dan and I created Waco Tactical Fitness, WTF for short, and yes, that was reverse engineered. But there was a need particularly for the Texas Junior High Power team, which I coached at that time. There was shortage from TSRA, the Texas State Rifle and Pistol Association. Funding had dropped off somewhat, and we saw that need, and I was trying to find a way to fill that. And Run and Gun had started to become a real thing in Texas at that time. So, and also to honor a friend that had started a type of that event that was killed in a car wreck. And it left a shortage in Central Texas for that type of event. So those circumstances led to us forming Waco Tactical Fitness.
Gotcha. Okay, so tell everybody what's the criteria for a high power match?
Well, a high power match is generally it's a service rifle that is it's a 3-position match that standing you shoot 100 yards, kneeling or sitting you shoot 300 yards, and then prone you shoot 600 yards. So that's a kind of a structured event, but Run and Gun has evolved into basically you combine competitive shooting with CrossFit and endurance running. So it is a very demanding and very specialized type event that is getting very popular. When we started, there were just a few events across the country, and now they're spreading all across the country. They even had one in Norway year before last.
So how does this differ from tactical games?
Yeah, so the biggest difference... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yes, sir. The biggest difference is tactical games like IDPA and various other shooting sports, they have breaks in between each stage, right? So you do your thing. In the tactical games, obviously each engagement is a little bit more intense than something like that's a pure shooting sport. You're moving weight around and you're doing a lot of things, but the time between each stage is kind of downtime. With a run and gun, there is no downtime. You get let off onto the course, you run to the first stage, you engage the first stage, and then you run to the second stage and you engage that second stage, and you're carrying all of the ammunition and all the supplies, water, and everything else that you think you're going to need for the rest of the day on you from the start. So there's no resupply and there's no downtime. So when you get to stage 4, you've run, 3 or 4 miles or whatever it is, and, shot a bunch of stages. We have obstacles as well. The difference is in run and gun, there are things like drag dummies and heavy bags and things like that, but it's not quite as kind of weightlifter intense as the tactical games would be. But, kind of on the flip side, you're running with all your stuff on the whole time.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. That sounds like a Spartan race combined with like shooting
with
at the
guns.
same time. Yeah.
And you said you had...
It's really the best way to describe it.
You have kids doing this in high school, or what's the age group?
We've had as young as about
really
13,
don't
right?
have that age group.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Just one at a time. Say that one more time.
We really don't have a set age group as long as the competitor is safe and can navigate the course without injuring themselves. We have families that come. It's mom, dad, and the kid. And, we don't let a 18 and under out on the course by themselves. They are chaperoned. So as long as they're safe, they're welcome to run our event.
That's amazing. I think that's great. That's amazing. I mean, if you listen to, the media and look at Instagram, you think that everybody under the age of 20 is just sitting in their room playing video games. So they're out there strapping on gear and running around and learning how to use firearms. That's awesome. That's very, very cool.
Absolutely.
So how can people learn more about it, and how can people help, or what kind of support are you guys looking for?
Well, obviously sponsorship is a very big thing for us. It requires a lot of capital output to put the event on, but we couldn't do it without our competitors. So Waco, WTFbiathlon.com is our website, and the same WTF Biathlon Facebook. They can find us on there, and we are a 501c3 organization, so we can accept donations, which will go to support the youth shooting sports and sponsorship for the event itself. We have been very lucky with sponsorship. Our donations to our prize table has been tremendous, and we've been very, very lucky in the support we get from the firearms industry.
We ought to send Joe.
Yeah, there you go. I can enjoy that running. And
you can do it.
Actually, I'd like to check in that. It might be fun to look
Seriously,
at.
he's our dummy. He does all our stuff.
Well, send Melissa and I. She can drag me. And,
now, Melissa's already made it perfectly clear she's not a Spartan.
I'll stay back.
I don't run for my life. That's why I shoot guns. So.
And in that Texas heat, man, all that humidity.
Come on, Joe, you can do it.
I'm going.
We are unique in the run and gun world. Even though there are a lot of run and guns popping up, we actually use city streets of Crawford, Texas, as part of our course.
That's pretty
Obviously, not the shooting stages, but we have people that come, residents that sit on their porch and cheer our guys along, and we bring money to the community. Our guys stay at the hotels and eat at the restaurants. It's a very small town, and we've got a good relationship with the law enforcement, even the Secret Service, obviously, because it's close to George Bush's ranch. So, we...
They don't want a bunch of people running around.
Good to be an open carry state. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we're unique in that way also. And as far as I know, we're the only event that operates as a 501c3.
How often do you do this?
It's April and October every year. Yeah.
All right. What's your October date so we can sign Joe up?
I believe it's the weekend of the 22nd. Just shoot us a note if he wants to come. We'll get him on the roster, no problem. He can go out with me. I'm usually the crash test dummy. So, I'm getting a little worn out, so I could use some help.
Hey, I tell you what, you'd be surprised. Joe's, he gets involved in a lot of these things. As you could hear, the three of us refused, but Joe was the first one that said, "Hey, I'll give that a try."
Hey, you don't know if you don't try.
Awesome experience.
And it'll be good exposure for you because that'll be another segment because Joe will come back and he'll talk about it. He'll also blog it because he's the blogger on San Diego County Gun Owners. I think it'd be a great idea.
And what do you guys use? Do you guys use ARs, or what's the typical firearm that they use?
Yeah, ARs and 9mm are typical because the ammunition's lightweight and the rifles are accurate, right? So we're shooting out to approximately 500 yards. The targets are fairly big, but we get a lot of wind, so it can get sporty. But there's no requirement, right? So we've had everything from M1 Garands to some guys have come through with Springfield 03s. We'll get like AKs. But the guys that win are coming to compete, they're running 9s and 223s for sure. Because it's the most efficient and easiest to carry.
So you supply your own weapon. You don't supply the weapon.
No, there is a bonus stage where we often supply a weapon, but that's varied, everything from an old school single six to a slingshot. And I mean, I don't know, we may have to throw rocks pretty soon at some point if there's still an ammo shortage. So.
Yeah, you better hurry up and sign him up. All right, man. Hey,
right.
You got a website?
Yeah, it's WTFbiathlon.com.
Hey, do that again a little slower for the old people.
Right on. WTFbiathlon.com.
All right, man.
WTFbiathlon.com. Check them out.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Very, very interesting.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.